I'll stand in that corner.
Mr. Tate?
Good.
All right, sir. But Leo Tate, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, but I'm Judge Fisher. Just here to make sure you understand what your charges are and your rights, okay?
Charges.
Your charges? You have two charges out of Louisiana, one for aggravated escape and the other one is for obstruction of justice. Okay, that's all the paperwork I have right now that indicate those two. If there's any more that we have not gotten that from Louisiana or anybody else. Okay? So you have the right to hire an attorney to represent you. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to have an attorney present prior to during any interview questioning by peace officer attorneys representing the state. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement. Any statement you make can and may be used against you in court. And you have the right to stop the interview question anytime. Understand? You have the right to have an examined trial on the felonies. And you have the right to request appointment of counsel if you cannot afford it. Understand, sir? Okay. So are you gonna need a court appointed attorney or are you gonna hire your own? You gonna need a court appointed or are you gonna hire your own? Hire your own. Sorry, a little bit of feedback. I got to be able to hear on a little bit. All right, and according to Louisiana and teletypes and all, there's no bond set unless it's out of state, okay? So that's all I do today. You'll have to have another hearing in the near future with a different magistrate over extradition about going back to Louisiana or not, okay? I'm just here to make sure you understand what the two charges are and your rights, okay? If I can get you to sign on the X on both of these, it is not a plea of guilt in any manner. It's just indicating that I read you your rights to you, spoke to you about attorney, and just put the no bonds, okay? You'll just sign those, hand it back to me, and I'll get you your copy. Oh, did you copy? Best wishes to you, sir.
You too. Keep bro.
All right, you can go and have a seat. Come on.
Okay.
Jermaine Donald? Okay. Just make sure. Sometimes we get that older, we'll make sure it's the right person. Mr. Donald. Sorry, it took a few minutes because I'm trying to get some of the paperwork from Louisiana. So everything that I have at this time, this is what you've been charged with. You have an aggravated escape out of Louisiana, and you have a parole violation in Louisiana. And then locally, they charge you with evading arrest or detention, class A misdemeanor. Okay? You have the right to hire an attorney to represent you. Understand that? You have the right to have an attorney present prior to during any questioning by peace officer attorneys representing the state. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement. Any statement you make can and may be used against you in court. Understand? You have the right to stop the interview question anytime. You have the right to have an examined trial of the felonies. And you have the right to request appointment of counsel if you cannot afford it. Understand that, sir? Okay. Sir, are you gonna get your own attorney or are you gonna need a court appointed?
Court appointed.
Court appointed, okay. That's for local charge in Louisiana?
In Louisiana.
Yeah.
Court appointed too.
Okay. Bear with me just a second, I got to do the answer form for you, okay? Basically, I got to do is answer some questions here so we can, send this to the court for the court appointed attorney. Okay? Give me 1 second to fill that out. Donald, do you have any children you're financially responsible for? Do you have any
No,
children you're financially responsible for?
no,
Again, what I'm doing is asking these questions to send to the court, so then the court can determine to get you a court appointed or not. So I'm not trying to get all this just for no reason. Do you have a salary, monthly salary?
no,
Do you have any income, social security, food stamps, anything? No? Do you have any expenses?
no,
No rent, mortgage, job care? No? Okay, sir. There's gonna be 3 different forms, there's one on each chart, or each charge on each form. If I can just get you signed here on the X on all 3, it is not a plea appeal. All it's indicating is that I read your rights to you, spoke to you about an attorney, and you're asking for a court appointed. That's why we did that for them. Of course, the 2 Louisiana charges, there's no bonds on those, and then I put 10,000 on the local charge of 8, okay? You have any questions?
no.
All right, just sign those 3 and back to me, and I'll get your copies to you, and we'll be done. Yeah, don't do it like that, just lay it flat, bud. There you go, just like that. There's your copies. As I told the other gentleman, that's all that happens today. Just make sure you understand your rights and whether there's bond, no bond, an attorney. Being an out-of-state charge, you have a local charge, so you just ask to be resolved. But then you'll have another hearing soon. You'll have to see a different judge over, about extradition, whether you go back to Louisiana or not, okay?
All right.
All right, man, that's what you think. Huh? just. Oh.